So
let's see what character options I have. Who's this? Grant? That's such a lame name for a cool character. Grant. No offense to Grants out there, but
there's a few of them.
Yeah, it's
It's alright. I'm sure Ulysses,
like,
he won't take too much offense.
You get some dope names here. Who's this? Oh, deal, bro. Say less.
Cornell. We're fighting a school?
I was gonna say.
Once it starts,
be careful, I'm sure that's a law school too.
Yeah, it's an Ivy League.
Yeah.
You should be able to see yourself now.
I can, yeah.
Hey.
Let's go.
Oh, the classic map.
This is the music I used for the ad that I did.
Okay, so I'm doing something here.
Ready? Fight!
Now you're supposed to defeat your opponent.
That's insane.
I wasn't sure if you realized that yet. But apparently you need to defeat your opponent.
That's crazy. Thanks, Shane.
Yeah, I've never seen a game like that.
Where you have to defeat an opponent.
Yeah, I thought it was just like, casual, you take a stroll.
At least there are hearts everywhere.
Castlevania Hearts you.
Sorry.
No, the Iron Gladiator. That's a big gladiator. And Cornell's not too small either. He's kind of a big dude.
I can't block his shots. And those are dangerous hits.
Well, he's hitting you with a mountain.
Not all children of the night are
Is that a
evil.
muffler?
Was it?
It looked like it.
I guess he hit you with a Buick?
Did I just select it again?
No one will listen to
I'm not
reason
sure,
from the
but I
mouth of the
think
beast.
this is the throne room.
Ready?
Fight! Good guess, man.
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
I'm guessing because that one big chair. That's a recliner, isn't it?
Sorry.
Well, that's corny. Maybe he knows.
He knows all about kings and queens.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He seems to have a little bit of knowledge in that area, given the people he hangs out with.
Yeah, the people he associates with.
Yeah.
These guys don't die.
It's those evil mermen. I wonder if they breathe fire in this one like they do in all the other games. Yep, there he goes. Okay, now it looks like in this one you get to destroy 5 objects. Not just the one. So maybe like that candlestick right there. You can destroy that.
Time's up.
Oh,
I ran out of time?
yeah.
That's a mechanic?
In
All right,
fighting games, yeah.
That is a mechanic. I've seen that before.
I think I'm gonna call it there, guys.
All right.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this rating situation.
So, okay, so we had a little technical woes there,
This is good background
but
music. though.
appreciate
Oh, my.
everybody sticking with us and coming back.
Thank you.
I don't think everyone is back. Maybe
It's okay.
you know,
It's okay.
it's like they probably thought it's a problem with their YouTube stream or whatever.
Which it was. It absolutely was.
We get
But-
the hardcore people who came back, though.
But we had a quick recovery. Yeah, we get the real ones are back.
So for whoever is back with us post crash, we would appreciate if you have just say a word and at least give us a rating for the game, because we're going to go around and rate it ourselves. But we'd like to hear what your impressions were of a very short sampling of the game tonight. We'll start with you, Logan, and chat, please chime in when you can.
Yeah. So,
Uh-oh. What are we thinking
man,
of there, Logan?
I love the Wii. I'm gonna open with that. I love the Wii so much. It's one of my favorite consoles of all time. This game kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. The mechanics are not good, like whatsoever. There's literally one move, and it's B, directional or open, but just B. If I want to do a special move, trigger B. Jump is also a trigger. I don't like that at all. That is insanely annoying. The cool part about it was you can double jump, which I thought was insanely interesting, because I've never played a fighting game where you can like truly do a double jump. So I thought that was really interesting. And then of course, the characters, the graphics, it all looks great for the time. It was phenomenal, I'm sure. For the standards of what you expect out of a Wii, it looks great. But yeah, gameplay wise, if we're looking at it as a game, which this is what we do, I wasn't crazy about it. It was extremely lackluster in my opinion. I'm gonna give it like a 4. Maybe actually no, I'm gonna give it a 3.
A 3.
Yeah, I'm giving it
Wow.
a 3.
That is probably one of your lowest scores of all time, isn't
No,
it,
lowest
Logan?
was Roger Rabbit. I give that a 1. I'm pretty sure.
I
I
said
said
one
or a
of.
0. Yeah, I gave that a
Dang.
1 or a 0.
Man.
In the last game we played, I gave a 9.
Yeah.
So, and I love the Wii. I can't stress it enough. But this is I wasn't vibing with this game. The gameplay of it was just insanely boring.
You sound very apologetic to the Wii. Over
I
there,
am,
Logan.
because this is the first time we've played a Wii on the channel, and I care about this console a lot. It's my favorite console ever. So it's like it sucks that I have to give the one Wii game we play a low score, but I'm sure we're gonna have more down the road, and I'm sure they're gonna be awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, just I'm gonna give it a flat 3. James, what do you think?
Well, what's the scale that we're using?
1 to
for
10.
this? 1 to 10. There's no other numbers in between that 1.
You can go
and 10?
lower than 0
I can.
if it's that bad.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking a 1.
Yeah.
It's a good solid 1 for me, because I am a diehard Castlevania fan.
That was my other issue.
I have been a Castlevania fan ever since the very first one on the NES.
Classic.
But
And
this is
it
not a
just-
platformer.
And I became
But it's
even
within the
more of a
franchise.
It's not a platformer though.
I
When you say I love Castlevania,
This is
you're
Castlevania.
saying
though. You
I
put
love
Castlevania on
the
the title.
platformer aspect of Castlevania.
Let him
right?
say his piece.
And I've loved Castlevania even more since Symphony of the Night. So I was expecting some great things from this game. And I was very open book to a fighting style game. But the mechanics of it were too simplistic. You have nothing along the lines of secret moves, special moves, other than just a simple trigger B.
Not even combos.
Not even combo. Well, you do have the combos.
I mean, it's directional B.
But it's
Like,
very derivative of Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
But it didn't have that certain je ne sais quoi that I'm looking for
Dropping the
in a
French in
really
chat.
good fighting game. So I'm gonna have to go with a 1.
All right, Yuval.
I'm giving it a 7.
You're insane.
because I think it's the best looking Wii game I've ever seen.
Completely disagree.
I think for a Wii, this is. I mean, if you told me this was GameCube, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that looks nice. But for a Wii, they knocked it out of the park. And Michiru Yamane, okay, the soundtrack is like.
The soundtrack was banging.
I mean, the soundtrack was great. That's the only reason I gave it a 1.
Yeah, but I do love the anime style. I felt like I was watching an anime. I felt like we didn't get deep enough into it. We really only had a couple battles, and so there's so much more exploration that needs to be done here before we can give it a valid rating, I think.
I played 2 major game modes, and I don't ever want to play them again. So that was my reason why I gave it a low score.
You haven't tried it with a Wiimote and a whatchamacallit.
I have a feeling it's still going to be directional B. I have a really solid feeling it's still going to be the whole control scheme of it was one button for attack.
See,
and with that, I'm like, I'm not about it.
And that's not made for a fun fighting game where you're just spamming one button.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, fighting games are supposed to be like, variety.
I don't mind spamming one button for a fighting game.
Oh.
I don't mind it.
Well, that's a beat 'em up though.
I mean, that's all the buttons I have on my controller, but that's all the buttons I have.
That's all you got.
I grew to expect more from more advanced games.
Yeah. I would like, James, when you get a chance to try the game yourself and then like actually play it, and then I'd be curious to hear your thoughts after that, because 1 is a low score.
It is a low score, but I also was only 2 points above and I played it, so I 100% understand where he is coming from. Like, part of me wants to give it that. Literally the only reason I didn't give it a 1 was because of the music and because it's on the Wii, which is super biased, but that's also my opinion, so suck it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the music, I probably would have gave it a 0.
Yeah, but also it's like we're playing the game, we're not listening to the CD, so.
No, well, true. The little bit that I did play, I enjoyed a lot, and I don't like complicated moves. I'm not into that. I'm not into memorizing combos. I don't like fighting games for that reason.
I love it.
I have a buddy who is super into fighting games.
Me.
And he takes, literally before we start playing, he memorizes all of the combos. He looks at that screen and makes a complete picture memory of that page.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
And he beats me within 2 seconds because I'm just button mashing.
Yeah, exactly.
But
he's
I don't.
strategizing.
No, I don't care for that. That's not my thing.
You're not a fighting game guy.
No, but I am a
okay.
simple fighting game guy, and this is a simple fighting game which looks amazing, and I love the music. So it's got a 7 for me. It's got a 7.
All right.
Solid
Chat,
7.
what are you guys saying? What we got in chat?
Chat says Tater Tot says 4.
4? Fair.
And she says she's pick it up just because it's Castlevania. And
That's exactly right.
I think she liked the aesthetic of it too, like I do.
Yeah, Bruce gave it a 5.
Wow.
Bruce gave it a high score.
What?
Yeah, that's a good score from Bruce, even though he openly says he doesn't think it's a good game.
Yeah, he decided
And he's
to
a fighting
finally
game
be
guy.
generous on his score.
Bruce is a diehard fighting game guy. That's his thing. So for him to give it a 5,
Bruce.
I think that's a good score. I think you guys are just
Next time I see
you're
Bruce,
slacking. You guys are slacking.
We're talking about this because I wanna have that conversation. I need to hear why it's a 5 and not lower, because I'm very curious. Bruce, have you played this game?
I think Logan's being a little. I think you're being a little dramatic.
I'm not being dramatic. I love the Wii and I care about it, and this game really bummed me out. I'm not gonna lie.
The Wii to Logan is the Atari to me.
Yeah.
So I understand his love.
It's passion, man. It's a passion thing. And I'm not disappointed by the game as a whole. Like, I had a good time. I still enjoyed playing it. But it was just in comparison to the other games we've played, I've had more fun playing other games.
Gotcha.
Well, Adam
that last game, Rogue Leader. Oh, dude, that was awesome. I went home and played it that night until like 2 a.m. I told you this.
Adam, who's with us tonight, says 3.
Yeah, so he's agreeing with you over there, Logan.
Right on. Adam, you know.
So, okay.
That's real. That we're getting, you got to close out. You've got it pulled up on YouTube, the live stream.
Yeah, we'll just keep it with the
We'll just keep the music.
Castlevania music in the
I
background.
like the Castlevania music in the background.
So we appreciate everybody joining us tonight and for our episode 30 of Mystery Game Livestream. and for discovery of a game that none of us have really seen before, which is, there's a lot of merit to that, and being able to hear this amazing, creative project that was made in the form of this game that we shared together tonight. I really appreciate y'all coming, sticking out, even though we had a bit of a technical difficulty in the middle, and
it happens.
So I'm guessing YouTube is going to see this as two streams.
But I was going to say,
yeah.
when we post the full thing, we can probably edit both in, and just compile it.
It's going to be a little tricky, but we'll figure it out. Worst case, we'll just have, a partial stream as episode 30.
Well, right now we're on episode 30A.
Yeah, I was going to say
30A.
30.
Yeah.
No,
now it's 30B.
30B. Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, we got 30, and this is the first.
If we have to post it as two separate ones, we can just do part 1 of 2
For
and
sure.
2 of 2.
For sure. So we appreciate it. Thank you so much. And, we're going to be doing this same place, same time in 2 weeks. And I think Barney may be back in the house by that time. And we'll probably switch things around.
We miss you.
What's that? Yeah, he did. He told us he missed you. And he was at the start of the show tonight, remotely. But I think they're 8 hours ahead of us or something.
Come home, Barney. I miss you.
So over there. But anyway, thank you so much. And remember the golden rule, which is be kind to each other and play nice. And remember that to us, it's not just a game. Thank you, everybody. And we'll be seeing you in a couple weeks.
Gotta represent.